We are in the agricultural industry. We manufacture machinery that helps farmers make their sheep work easier. The main reason we chose Lincoln was, after a lot of research, I found that they had the best expertise in the industry by a long way. There were other people manufacturing systems, but as far as a total solution, Lincoln was really the only one that I saw. One thing that really surprised me was how much output the robot could do. It was, when it's running both sides, as in we've got this side here, which is the drop centre, and we'll run one jig here, and we'll run the opposite table at the same time, and when that's happening, the amount of production is huge. At the end of the day, we just use one man loading one jig and then swapping to the next side, and at the end of the day, the amount of production is just incredible. There's a pile of work, and you know that it's done properly. That's probably one of the most pleasing things about buying the robot. Is before buying an automated solution, there was a few considerations we made, and one was offshoring overseas. And a lot of companies in Australia seem to be doing that. But I also noticed, on the other hand, that there were a lot of other companies, some being overseas also, were bringing their manufacturing back to their main headquarters and effectively reshoring their manufacturing. And one of the main reasons I saw them do that was for quality and quality assurance. There was also the point of intellectual property and wanting to guard that quite highly. And doing it in shop, you can always ensure that your intellectual property is secure. Where offshoring, it's at risk of being compromised. And the automation ended up stacking up being the best option, because there's obviously not only the risks of going overseas and getting it done, but I could manage the risk a lot better in Australia, and I think the final result ended up being producing better product here in Australia at our own factory at least very competitive to what I could get it done overseas. There's a huge increase in consistency and weld quality. A robot will do a weld that is impossible for a human to do, and the way that coordinated motion works and rotates the part as it's welding improves the weld quality a great amount, because you're always in the optimum position as it's welding, and that equals like a more reliable joint and you know that the weld's going to be done the best it can be. Where when you're doing it by hand, there's room for inconsistencies, where with the robot you're programming to do exactly what you want, and it will do that every single time without fail.